So today we're going to do a little video just kind of talking about the importance of fresh ingredients, and we're doing this little test.
Or how important is fresh?
How important, yeah, we're doing a test to test how important fresh ingredients are. My idea is that the fresher the juice, the better. And so like when, I'm running bar programs or whatever, our lemon juice, we keep it 24 hours and we dump it. And then, because everything should be fresh, right? So that actually causes a lot of waste. Marius thinks that I couldn't tell the difference between store-bought lemon, day-old lemon, all right, and then completely fresh lemon juice. You don't think that I'll be able to tell?
I don't know if I could tell.
So you don't know if you could tell, but here's the thing. I don't know if you could tell either, because you haven't done this as long as I have, but you're saying that you don't think that I can tell, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in the other room.
We're testing whether we can tell or not.
Right. So I'm going to go in the other room, and then when I succeed at this, then we're also going to try in a cocktail and see if I can choose it, and then we can see if we can tell the difference there. Are you going to taste these things as well?
Well, it'd have to be after, I guess.
I guess it would have to be after. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna vamoose, and Marius is gonna do his thing.
All right, let's see. No cheating, no looking. No looking. This hand squeeze thing is harder than I thought it would be, but okay. Now this thing. Give it a little shake. I think they look pretty much the same, honestly.
I'm gonna say this is the one that's been fresh squeezed. This one's hard to tell. This one's hard to tell. But this one, I can smell the oil in it. So, all right, I'm gonna try these.
Okay. It's lemony.
All right, I'm gonna say that's a fresh squeezed one.
Okay, because of the oils?
It tastes more it just tastes more. Yeah, I can smell the oil. I can smell the lemon oil on it, and it's much more fuller in flavor. Okay. That's fresh squeezed.
Okay.
This one's the one that's been sitting for a day.
Okay.
And that one came out of the squeeze bottle.
Okay. Let's try them in a cocktail.
So I think that the test here should be, does the store-bought match up to the fresh squeezed? Not.
I think you should try.
These ones are going to be very similar. I'm just
Okay.
letting you know. These two
So
are
pick
going
the ones-
to be indistinguishable in a cocktail.
Pick
This
the-
though, I think I'll be able to pick it out.
Okay, pick the ones that you think are going to be the biggest difference and try them in and see if we can taste them in the cocktail.
These are going to be the biggest difference. So funny because I want to say now.
Well, we're not done yet.
No, I know, but I'm kind of leaning towards that. This is actually the store bought, not this.
And we're gonna switch them because now you have an idea which one is which. So you think, which one do you think now?
I mean, I kind of leaning towards this one being the store bought, and I'll tell you why. Because this one
There's a nice foam.
has a nice foam. It's aerated really well, where this one has a very little aeration, but not so much.
Okay.
So the thing is that these were very similar in flavor. They were very similar. This was like, oof, worlds different.
I was gonna switch them, but like they.
I
they
mean,
look
I can
so
tell
different.
by the look of them, though. I know
Yeah.
which is which.
Yeah, so no point of switching.
So there's no point in switching at all. Okay, let's taste them though.
Okay.
I think I need a little palate cleanser again.
Okay, so we're trying. This is B first.
B first. Okay, so
Can you taste the difference between the two? Is there like any real
Yes.
discernible difference? Yeah.
there are differences for sure. You know,
So if we did a
because
blind,
the thing about the store-bought lemon juice is that the store-bought lemon juice is real lemon juice that they put preservatives in.
right, of some
So
sort.
it's been sitting for a long time.
Yeah, so it's the aged one, I guess.
Well, then you're getting into like a whole other thing. Like aged is like a different. First of all, I kind of feel like that's a whole bunch of horseshit, and then secondly, I wouldn't say that it's aged because aged juice is that they're saying is like juice that sat for over 10 hours,
Oh,
and that means that like natural juice that sat for over 10 hours. But because that has additives in it, I'm not going to. I wouldn't say that that's aged juice.
right. I mean, just judging by your reaction, it seems like if you were served one and then the other one the next time, would it really make any difference? If they said we always use fresh squeezed, and they served you two,
Well, here's the
Would
thing
you-
though, is that we actually didn't use. We used one that was fresh squeezed yesterday. We didn't use what was fresh squeezed today, which is this. I'm pretty sure.
okay.
I'm like 100% convinced.
No,
that
but
C
I know,
was the-
saying like
right. So the thing is that this though, I guarantee you, I can 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to make a superior cocktail. So fresh squeezed juice is better. Now what we're trying to figure out is whether or not juice that's been sitting for 24 hours is any different than juice that's been inside that bottle
Okay.
with preservatives in it.
Right.
Okay, that's the real question, because this, I'll tell you right now, just because I can taste all of the oil inside the lemon juice, it's going to make a far superior cocktail than either of these two. But between these two, which one makes a better one?
right. Okay.
You know?
But if you went to a bar and they said, "Oh, we always use real lemons, whatever," and they served you both of them, would you think twice on that statement? I mean, the other one's real lemon too, but
Well, the other one's real lemon too. It's just old lemon.
right.
I mean, these are similar, But I will say, just to be definitive,
I actually forgot which one was what, so I'm gonna have to look up my notes.
hold on.
All right, I mean, if you have to think of it that much, then it doesn't matter. That does not matter. Because both of those are...
But I'm trying to figure out which is which anyway.
Right.
And I think that you should stop being impatient and let me do my thing. That's what I think you should do. I think you should just like...
Right, but if it takes that long, then clearly it doesn't really matter.
No, but I think it does. I think it does actually matter.
Well, in terms of like using fresh ingredients and the whole thing, presenting the best of everything. But if you were at home making stuff and you had like that bottle of the store-bought thing.
All right.
If
okay,
one of those is the store-bought thing.
I think I switched it. I think this is store-bought. This is 24-hour, and that's fresh. So now do the big reveal.
Oh, wait.
I want to know.
So which one? So the
store-bought.
B? You think B is store-bought?
Store-bought, okay.
Uh-huh. A?
24-hour, and this is fresh.
Okay, so A is store-bought.
Oh, so I was right the first time. Although I
the
switched it. I second-guessed myself.
B is the fresh squeezed.
Yep. Oh, really?
And then C is the day old.
No!
Yeah.
Hell no. And so this was the day old.
Day old, yeah.
Then how come I could smell so much oil? Are you sure?
Maybe the oils stay longer than the...
Like, I smelled so much oil from the peel in this, and I did not smell it in this.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do kind of smell it now. But I knew that these were the fresh squeeze, though.
Right.
And I second-guessed myself. But then because of the aeration of this drink, I switched my my thing. So I knew that this was the day old to begin with from tasting the juice.
Well, that's...
Yeah, when I tasted the juice, I said this is the store bought, and then I said this was the day old and this was the fresh.
Right.
So I knew that these were squeezed from an actual fruit, as opposed to this one that was store bought. The thing is, when I saw the aeration of this in the cocktail,
Right.
I thought, wait a minute, there couldn't be that much aeration in store bought juice, and I switched it.
Right.
But initially, I was right about it. Because this tasted weird and flatter.
So use fresh when you can, but it's fine to use the store-bought.
No, I don't know.
That's my takeaway.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not backing down on my thing that store-bought that fresh lemons.
I'm sure fresh is better.
That like fresh is gonna be better. That's without a doubt fresh is better. Okay. I am surprised that there was not as much difference in fresh squeezed as opposed to day old.
Yeah.
But I knew right off the bat that this was store bought.
But in a cocktail.
It's very difficult to tell when you have gin, when you have all the flavors of the gin, and you have the simple syrup balancing the lemon, even with lemon being the most voluminous ingredient between sugar and lemon.
Yeah.
It was a little bit difficult to tell.
So just in case, keep one of those store-bought ones in your fridge in case you run out of lemons and you want to make a tiki drink, and then there you go.
Yes, but I got to tell you that this tastes terrible on its own. It tastes terrible on its own. So the thing is that like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I don't want to promote it on this channel. I almost don't want to put this video out. Just because then it's gonna cause a riot on YouTube. But I think that I'm not going to stop making my cocktails with fresh ingredients.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
And I'm not going to become
And don't be afraid. Like, you squeeze the lemon juice yesterday or 2 days ago. Oh, I can't use it anymore.
Well, I think 2 days is really pushing it. I just think this. If you're making cocktails at home and you have lemons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just use a hand squeezer and don't juice. The reason why I juice bottles like this is because I use the juice.
Yeah.
if I didn't use the juice, I wouldn't juice the bottles. I would just use a hand squeezer. Like if I'm at just home alone, I just use a hand squeezer.
Yeah.
If you happen to have one of these bottles of lemon that I only have in my house because Mary has brought them here for this episode, but if you happen to have one of those, I mean, if you're in a pinch, it's not going to make a great hot toddy, but if you want to make a gin sour with it, I'm not going to judge you. You know what I mean? I ain't going to judge you. Just do it. But you know what? I'm not going to become a proponent for using bottled lime juice or lemon juice.
That's not what I'm saying either.
Because on its own, it tastes terrible. It does not taste good. And I let my own mind freak me out and say, oh, the aeration on the cocktail, this one has to be fresh because it's aerating. I just have a great shake. I have such a good shake I can aerate fake juice. Well, real juice that's old. I don't know. Marius has a big smug smile on his face because I think he feels vindicated.
I just don't think there's that much difference, but yeah. But fresh is better always. But if you have no other option, don't feel like you can't make it hot.
You know what? I'll concede that point. Like if you have no other option, it's not the worst thing to do. That being said, fresh is always going to be better. And as you guys all saw, I picked out the fresh juices. I'm just really surprised about I'm like dumbfounded that the very fresh squeezed juice was not that much different than the day old juice, But I gotta say that this wasn't even a day old. I mean, I squeezed it last night late at night, so it wasn't even 24 hours old.
Did we use it yesterday on the shoot?
What's that?
Didn't we use it yesterday on the shoot? No. You squeezed it after we shot?
Oh, we did use it yesterday on the shoot, so it's about 24 hours. It's like just at 24 hours. So, no, yeah.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, so I probably, no, when did I juice it? I don't know when I juiced it.
Well,
I've been drinking now, so.
So take away what you want from this episode. But we did the test.
It's suspect to see how much actual value is in this episode.
Right.
Well, I guess we can.
The internet will decide.